Hi there everybody, JT Bear. Welcome to another Bear in the Kitchen episode. This is not really cooking so much in this particular case as budgeting and trying to have more to cook. If you guys are like me and trying to save a couple bucks on the grocery bill and still have meat in your diet, then this might come in handy. I like roasts from time to time, I like steaks from time to time, but if you go out and look at a nice steak in the market, it's expensive. Now, what I do, because I'm not afraid to get my hands bloody and play with sharp knives, is we get larger cuts of meat, such as this whole eye of round. Now, I'm not going to cut it anything like it says in the picture there, and for those of you who have seen my gutting a fish, you know I'm not exactly a professional, but you don't have to be a professional to save a couple of bucks and feed the family. Like I say, I like roasts, I like steak, I like to have a lot of fun with my beef, and I'm always feeling a little bit like roast when I first start cutting into these, so the first thing I'm taking off of this is tonight's dinner. Now, I'm not a butcher, and I'm not terribly skilled with knives, but you don't really have to be to get a pretty decent looking cut. I paid less than $30 for this whole thing there, and already I've got one decent meal in tonight's roast. Next, I'm going to work off a couple of steaks out of this. Maybe even a few nights worth of steaks, and then I figure I'll probably cut the rest into stewing beef, and maybe I'll get around to making some cattle rustler's delight out of that. We'll see. But next is steaks. Now that I've got two little piles of steaks here, I'm already looking at 3 dinners out of this. I'm going to cut this into a whole schwack of just little cubed bits of, what we refer to as stewing beef. And then I'll show you what it looks like all packaged up, except of course for the roast that's dinner. I'll show you that in the pan. Alright, so here we go. We've got tonight's roast, steak set aside for 2 meals, bit of beef for some stew, and a whole schwack of beef for my version of shepherd's pie. Around here we call it cattle rustler's delight. So $30 into meat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meals. That's $6 a meal. That's not bad for feeding 3 people. Alright everybody, this is JT Bear saying thanks for joining me here in my little kitchen. Just a quick kind of budgetary matters issue, how to save money on the meat budget for the family. Alright, thanks for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic night.